What's going on, everyone? It's been a while. I've gotten away from my usual videos about the football giants. I've been doing a lot of pick segments. But the time has come. I want to talk about things. The Giants are 7-2. Yeah, 7-2. Despite, you wouldn't know it if you listened to the league and all the analysts around the country, unless you lived in the immediate Northeast. Because they have failed to realize who the New York Football Giants are. They still think it's the Giants of the last 7 years. Yo, newsflash to the country. The Giants have arrived. And now, the Giants are stepping to another level. It's past they arrived. The football Giants are a problem, whether you like it or not. The Giants are a problem. And some are calling them a dark horse to go deep into January. The Giants are serious, whether you like it or not. The Giants ain't going away, and a lot of pieces are coming back. Evan Neal is practicing today. You will see him for the big Dallas Cowboys showdown on Thanksgiving Eve. Bellinger, I believe, will be ready to go for the Dallas game. You got Rodarius Williams, a corner. He's back, okay? McKinney will be out a few weeks, but believe me, I've learned a lot out of this regime, this GM and coaching staff. They don't give out information. So to make you think things that aren't really going on or what's going to happen. They don't give you info. McKinney will be back in a couple of weeks. You'll see him. Before you even know it. They're not going to tell you that. And I love this regime for that. They don't give shit out or try to appease the media. Yo, screw the media. Think what you want. Come up with your own theories. You're going to go out there and sell your negative stories anyway. So, go do it. We ain't giving you any pieces for it. But yo, keep sleeping in that fucking snake in the dark, baby. Keep sleeping on the Giants. Yo, but you better wake up soon. Because if you don't get out of the way soon enough, that snake will bite you. Yo, the Eagles lost a big game Monday night. They're still 8-1. But yo, the Eagles have huge holes up the middle. You could throw up the middle on them. And you could run all over them. The big bad Eagles defense has a monster hole in the middle. And then they went out and got Levon Joseph today. You know why? That's called desperation. Because Jordan Davis is out, and they don't want to tell you how truly hurt he is. He might be out longer than people think. Not a week, not two. It could be a while. And there is a hole in the middle of that defense. And boy, if you don't think the Giants can't wait to play the Eagles, as a fan, I can't wait. Twice in the last 4 weeks, we're that team that's starting to grow every single week. We're getting better. We're getting back pieces. Okay? And we'll see what happens with Odell. Maybe he comes back home and makes the right choice for once in his life. Or he could go to Dallas and chase money and lose in the first or second round of the playoffs. He probably don't care because he's won a Super Bowl. If he cares about the money, then he could go suck Jerry Jones's nuts. I know Jerry Jones is sucking his. Or you could come back home to the stand-up organization who's doing things the hard way. But at the end of the day, the Giants are doing things the right way. And this team grows every single week and shows you that even though we lack the talent, you have to come, bring it for 60 minutes. 60 hard-nosed, punch you in the mouth minutes. Pour your sweat and blood. If you want to be in the game in the final minutes to try to beat the Giants, you're going to have to go through a root canal. And the guy drilling is Saquon Barkley. And whether the fans like it or not, And you keep trying to find ways to get rid of this guy, but every single week he answers the bell and gives you another reason why you look like a clown. The team has taken on the identity of its face, the leader of this team, in Daniel Jones. And Daniel Jones, number 8. He's our franchise quarterback. 153 passing rating, and fans still, the babies in this fan base are still looking for the negative, a way to get rid of him. Guess what? Hop off his nuts. You ain't getting rid of him. It's over. He's going to be here. He's coming back next year, and I hope this guy stays here for a long time. The man has implemented his character on this team and franchise. And the players around him have rallied around him, and they are taking on his personality, which is come in early, leave late, work hard, bust your ass in the gym, work hard some more, study film, work hard some more, go back to the film, and then go back on the field and run a couple of reps. Most disciplined team in the league, least penalized, and we don't make turnovers. And ain't it funny how Coach Daboll left the great Josh Allen in Buffalo in an amazing place. Taught the guy how to hold the ball, how to secure the ball. We all know he's a very talented quarterback. Has come to New York. Daniel Jones has a fumbling problem. He can't take care of the ball. All he does is turn the ball over. Not a turnover in 6 games. In 7 weeks. When Daboll left Josh Allen is one of the top in the NFL in turnovers this year. He's a goddamn turnover machine. Yo, he's got great potential, amazing tools. He's the top of the league quarterback. He's cost his team 2 football games this year, all by himself. 2. Miami and the Viking game. So you want to anoint him a king? You got to also give him the hits when it's deserved. And I like him in Buffalo. And I still think at the end of the year, the Bills are going to make a strong run. But Daboll has taught Jones a new style of football that matches his ability. And Jones ain't turning the ball over. He's making plays to win. And I don't give a shit if he only threw 17 or 20 times. Because guess what? Over 90% of the teams that won this past week in Week 10 have rushed the ball for over 150 yards. So, it's a passing league. John Madden PS5 football that all the kids love and think the league has turned into. No, you're wrong. You're wrong. Because when you run the ball, smash mouth football in this league, with a little RPO involved, and you play hard-nosed defense on the front 7 in the trenches, guess what? Newsflash. That's what still wins football in the NFL. Nothing has changed. The more you think things change with the fantasy garbage, the more things stay the same. If you want to play fantasy football on Madden and throw 500 times for 700 yards and 6 touchdowns with Mahomes, go ahead. But that's not what wins championships. And in this league, this year especially, where the league is wide the fuck open, the Giants and several other teams have gone back to the ground game. And running the football is back in the NFL. Whoa, mind-blowing, huh? Got news for you, it never left. It only left the babies in the world who listen to ESPN, the clowns. Alright? And think fantasy football is really actually football. Wrong. Fantasy football is to tap into your pockets for some dollars. And it's got a whole another young fan base involved. That's great. Type of fans who don't watch a team. You open their closet, they got 35 different players' jerseys around the country. That's fine. The young kids like watching players and touchdowns. That's nice. But guess what? The fucking diehard fan sticks to his team from the day he's born to the day you stick me in the box. And when you put me there, you better stick me in with my 4-time championship Giants coat, my Giants hat, my scarf, my socks. I want me fully in fucking blue. Even my underwears better be navy blue. And guess what? That championship coat I got with 4 Super Bowl patches, it ain't over. It's got spaces for a couple or more. And I'll make you a guarantee the Giants will be a problem in January. And in the next 2 or 3 years, the Giants are going back to the Super Bowl. And all the clowns like Max Kellerman and Stephen A. Smith, who doesn't even want to talk about the Giants right now because he knows how wrong he was. So he tries to avoid it, and all those clowns out there. Where are you now? Huh? Giants are sitting with the 3rd best record in the NFC Conference. I don't give a shit who you played. Don't tell me you played some soft teams, because last year we were 3 wins and everyone on their schedule looked at us this past August and said, oh, the Giants are coming to town in week 3. That's a win for us. Oh, the Giants are coming to week 6. That's an easy win. Oh, look, week 16 or 17 for the Eagles. They're going to stomp on us. That's like a bye week for them. Not anymore, boy. Not anymore. No. You can say what you want, man. And let me tell you, Daniel Jones is becoming a real deal. Daniel Jones represents the character of this team. And you know what that is? That the New York Football Giants are becoming a problem. And the Eagles had a great 8-0 run against cupcakes. Yeah, you beat a Viking team in week 2, but don't fool yourself. If you think the Vikings in week 2 are the Vikings who they are right now, then you're out of your mind. So look at yourself in the mirror. Because you had an 8-0 run, and you're still a strong team. But you're not invincible. You're definitely beatable. And in the last 2 weeks, the Texans and Washington has exposed you in front of the nation. On 2 nationally televised games, you showed that you're doo-doo up the middle. And when we play you twice in December, that's going to be the worst thing that can happen to you. Because we got a guy, maybe you heard of him, by the name of Saquon Barkley. And don't fool yourself. Outside of quarterbacks, Barkley is the fucking MVP of the NFL. And he'll run shot right over you, or he'll just twist right around you. And that man ain't afraid of getting hit no more. Yo, the Giants are 7-2, and don't underestimate this game this week against the Lions. Because this is what you call a classic trap game as you look ahead to Thanksgiving next Thursday against the Cowboys, foaming at your mouth to get some payback. Don't sleep on the Lions. They put up points in this league, among the top in the league. The Giants got to come and bring their A defensive game, and we're going to have to open it up. Stick to what you're great at, which is running the ball. Don't get away from it, but you're going to have to take shots. And also, I wanted to mention Kenny Golladay, who I've stuck by hard. So is Carl Banks. And I still agree with him. I'm still sticking on the Golladay train. I don't turn my back on my players. It's clear Galladay's not playing the same football that we knew when we got him. That we spent the money on. But forget the money because it's gone. It's water under the bridge. Kenny Golladay is needed here. We're going to need Kenny Golladay. He's having some mental problems. You could see it. It's the man didn't forget to drop a ball or how to play football. He's been doing it his whole life. Kenny Golladay right now is in his own head. Maybe he hears the fans. The fans are booing, and Carl Banks is right. You guys are booing Kenny Golladay is not fucking helping. You're not helping him help our team win. You're not making him better. You're destroying him. And you could see by the way he drops easy balls now, which he never used to do, you could see that inside of him, he's a person, and it's bothering him because he wants to be so much the man and try to help this team, and he's hurting the team. He knows it. And when you're booing the shit out of him, your own team in your own Giants jersey, which is complete fucking uncalled for as a fan base for a team that's 7-2 and trying to do something this year, something special for us. You ain't helping him. He's the best receiver on the team, whether you like to admit it or not. Just by the fact that you're booing him out of disappointment tells you that your expectations out of Kenny Golladay is so high. He's the best wide receiver on the fucking team. So instead of booing the shit out of him when he comes out the tunnel next week, why don't you chant his name, Kenny, and give him a boost? The man is obviously having some personal things going on, and it bothers him that he's getting torn apart in the media, on the radio, and by the fans. You ain't helping him bring him back up to what he's potentially could do. You're not helping. Stop booing. Stop that shit. You're 7-2, and if we told you were 7-2 in August at this time, you guys would piss in your pants out of having so much happiness. So don't act like it's not a big deal. You're not bigger than the game now, where we gotta boo our own guys. This team busts its ass, pours its sweat on the field for 60 minutes every week, and they practice hard, and they're a good team. And Kenny Galladay has never said anything wrong, or acted like a clown on the sideline, or gone on any stupid rant. This guy is actually a good person. He cares. You can see he cares. And if you think it doesn't bother him, you're so wrong. Yo, boost this guy up. Get behind him. Let's give him a boost of confidence. Because I learned in my days of football and coaching that a lot of times when you scream and tear a kid down, you don't get the reaction that you're looking for. All you did was broke him down and fucking cut up his confidence. And he'll never be a shell of what he used to be. So how about you talk to a person? What's going on? This is what I see. What do you see? What are you feeling? I think if you do this a little different and go for that. But yo, I know you could do it because you've done it on a high level in this league. And I'm going to send you back out there and I'm throwing the fucking ball right back to you. So, let's go. That's what he needs. And then he needs the 90,000 in the stadium that showed up all year this year. The new great toilet bowl of the country, which is our toilet bowl. But yo, might be the loudest toilet bowl in the world right now. Because that stadium's rocking and the fans are bringing it and the team is hungry and the fan base is hungry. Yo, give Kenny Galladay a break. Because you know why? Because he's here for the rest of the year. And at some point in this season, in a big game against the 2 games in the Eagles, or a playoff game, or that big 17-week game against the Colts at home, Kenny Galladay might come up huge. A big catch down the sideline, or a touchdown that wins you the game late in the fourth quarter. You're not getting anything positive out of booing him. You're only breaking him down. But keep him around and stand behind him, and I believe you get rewarded somewhere in December. And it is what it is, man. Stop crying about the money because the money didn't come out of your bank account. So, shit is done. Don't worry. Football team's got plenty of money. We got money next year. He won't be here next year. But right now, we're on a run. And we need Galladay to show up and contribute to this offense. We need it because we don't have many receivers. Slayton's balling out, yes, but we need Kenny Galladay, and there ain't no promise that Odell's coming here. Do I want Odell? Yes. Would Odell bring much more spark and energy and emotion and fire to that city and that stadium? Of course he would. And why do you think the Cowboys want him so bad? Because they don't want him on the Giants. But I can't give Odell 3 years. I can give him the rest of this year. And if he's a true man and really wants to be part of this, he comes here, balls, plays football for 5 or 6 weeks on a low-priced contract, help us out with some incentives. Prove to us. Do it for the game and the emotion. Come back home. Don't do it about the money because you got plenty of money. And if you show us, Joe Schoen and Dabo, they seem like real honest football men. And I think they'll reward you next year. How's that? And would there be a better reward than taking the Giants on a run to the NFC title game? And some people out there still laugh. Yo, keep laughing at the New York Giants. Come home. Be home this week. The stadium should show up very loud. This Detroit team is better than its record. We all know it. They are not the Texans. If we play like we did last week, this week, we lose. Giants got to step their game up, and Jones is going to have to throw the ball this week. You're going to have to go get 27 points to win this game. And I believe the Giants are up for it. And then we got a showdown on Thanksgiving. The biggest game we've played in years. In at least 6 years. And this fan base is waiting for it. And I can't wait. like to shove a turkey right up Dak's ass. How you like that? And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Yo, we are the New York Football Giants. We've been waiting for years to say we are back. We are back. We are back, boy. And if the league want to keep sleeping on us, sleep. And if clowns like Max Kellerman and some of those other idiots like Nick on those shows want to keep ignoring us and sliding us under the cover as not real, yo, that's great. I like that. Because guess what? You'll wake up in the second round of the playoffs and the New York Football Giants are cocky and confident as ever. And the worst fucking thing you want in this league is to give a lion, an angry, vicious lion, a chip on his shoulder. And each week the Giants are getting closer and closer to that. We're one game behind the Eagles for first place in the NFC East. And if we ever grab this division. And the Cowboys are right there too. And Washington, credit to Washington for Monday night. I take my hat off. That was a great win. That was all heart. And Washington ain't out of it either. This NFC East is a beast. It's back. Giants are capable of something special this year. And the most special things in life come from things or teams that you never saw it coming from. And I'm not saying this team is that team, but that's what we saw in 2007. We're the New York Football Giants. We're a fucking problem. Deal with us.